Hello everyone, this is Norma Flores, and I am going to talk about my self-selected virtual library for children's literature. I'm going to go ahead and start out with contemporary realistic fiction, and the book I chose that was one of my favorites was Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I chose this book because I feel like children can relate to it, and even grown-ups. This book is about Alexander, who's having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And he went to sleep with gum in his mouth and woke up with gum in his hair. That has happened to me, so I could totally relate to this. And then my mom cut my hair. My dad tried to get it out with peanut butter and with all sorts of other stuff. But I could relate to this book. And I think children would love this book. It has wonderful pictures in it. And this was my book for contemporary realistic fiction. Moving on to diverse populations. I chose The Three Billy Goats Gruff. And this book is a tale, a folk tale, it's a Norwegian folk tale that tells the story of three billy goats who are wandering, but they need to cross over a bridge to the other side of a river. But they're confronted by a mean troll who takes a toll for crossing. And I know there are different versions of this story, but this particular version I liked. And of course, children would want to know, do they avoid the toll? Do they get eaten by this troll? What happens? So it's a very good book to read to children. They want to know exactly what's going to happen, or they can kind of guess about what's going to happen, and then read the book to see what happens with these three billy goats gruff. Moving on to my next category, which is fantasy. One of my all-time favorite books for children is Frog and Toad Are Friends. I absolutely love this book. I love this book because it celebrates friendship and the power of friendship. Frog and Toad are best of friends, and it has several stories in it. One where they go swimming, where they find a lost button, but my favorite one of this book is where Frog and Toad show that they're best of friends, and Frog writes a letter to Toad. It's just a wonderful book. It also is a Caldecott honor book, and I totally recommend it for little ones, probably second grade and under. But I think any child would love the story of friendship in this book. Moving on to historical fiction, I love Sarah Plain and Tall. This is a beautiful book where Sarah comes to this family, but she is from the ocean, where the ocean's at. But Papa puts in an advertisement in the paper asking for a wife, and Sarah is the one who responds to it. Sarah comes all the way from Maine to live with them she comes to live with them for about a month to see if she can be his wife. So it's kind of a interesting story. And the kids wonder about her. And it was eventually made into a movie, but it is a beautiful story about love, friendship, forgiveness, acceptance. Awesome book. Recommend it. These other two books that I chose also, Island of the Blue Dolphins and Little House on the Prairie, beautiful books about historical fiction. Definitely must reads for children who are older, perhaps maybe fourth grade and older. They are chapter books. And now my next area is informational bibliography. And I chose Wanted, Dead or Alive, The True Story of Harriet Tubman. This is a powerful story about a young woman who is a slave, but who has the courage to escape to the freedom of the North and then return time and again to lead others to freedom. Powerful story. Courage and I think children would definitely love to read this book, to know when did she escape, and interesting story to share with children. Also talks about the Underground Railroad. Perfect book to read aloud to students about war and slavery, and it's also a great a great book to write a report on. Definitely recommend this book. My following area that I'm going to be talking about is science fiction. And my book that I chose for this one is Ender's Game. Ender's Game is a novel. Yes, Earth is under attack again, and an alien species is poised for a final assault. The survival of humanity depends on a military genius who can defeat the aliens. And that's where Ender comes in. So this is an amazing book about science fiction, and Ender is the young genius who thinks that he's doing a simulation, but it turns out, is he doing a simulation? Is this all just a game of strategy? But he is a child. Will he be able to help? This is an awesome book. Also made into a movie. The next one is Traditional Literature, Folk Tales. I chose The Turnip. It seems like a very easy, quick story, but I like the fact that it's a story that you can read to children over and over again. It has a colorful retelling of the classic tale of a princess who comes in from the rain and is given shelter by the queen, who then, unbeknownst to the princess, gives her guest a test to determine if she is who she claims to be. This is a very cute, funny story. And then going back to a little part that I skipped here, which is poetry. And I chose the Random House Book of Poetry for Children. This book is funny. It has wonderful poems chosen or selected by Jack Perlitsky, featuring a wealth of beloved classic poems from the past and modern, glittering gems that every child will treasure. And it's just a pleasure to read. Has unforgettable poems, and it does have, you can read it aloud, or you can assign certain poems to children to teach poetry. Definitely a good book. I guess I chose mostly books that I really liked in all of these areas. There really wasn't any that I want to say didn't like. There were books that may not be appropriate for little ones, that may be a little too difficult, that are chapter books. But for the most part, this was a very enjoyable assignment. I didn't even know we could do a little library through Google Books. And I plan to continue adding books to this so that I could later refer to it. Hope you enjoyed my summary. Thank you.